Daniel, just on the business journey, you were talking about the 6 months, 1 month, 1 year, etc., and then the growth. And I mean, this concept of, initially you're working in your business, right? And then you're going to be working on your business, and you've got the partners and the systems and the processes, and you must anticipate that you are going to scale and grow and get beyond that sort of, poverty line mindset that a lot of, I guess, solopreneurs sort of start off with. And does that visualization or that anticipation also kind of broaden your horizon and then help you grow? Because I find some people are limited by their own mindset. And if your business is still dependent on your 24 hours per day, it's not going to grow. But if you think like a business owner, so that you actually get out of the way, put the processes and systems in place to allow them to scale, and then like you did, lead the vision, look outside for the opportunities, etc. That's what people should be thinking from day one, eh?
Correct. I mean, I don't need to say anything else. I'm a believer in that. I was invited to sell multi-tier products once. I'm sure everybody sold them. Brilliant toothpaste. Ryan, I'm coming to your question now. Brilliant toothpaste, and you got to get people in. It's an amazing training ground for how to mess up sales, and do it well. So some people who are selling those products are doing very well. But one of the things that I took away from that is, how do I earn money through my business while I'm sleeping, or I'm eating, or I'm on holiday, or like my vision is to have 4 months holiday a year. Thanks for playing. I love my family. I want to go on holiday with them, but I do a lot of races that take me away, and there's lots of the world to see, and you can't do that if you are selling hours on the hour. And the moment you start your business, you need to decide, what are you doing? Are you a sole person who's going to run in this business, or do you want to run something that can employ many people so you can start another business? And I'm all for empowering people to think about the sustainability of their business. It must run when you are not there.
Okay. And Ryan's question there, Daniel, this idea of a business plan and so on.
Ryan, I think that if you're going to come to Pete and Dan and say, listen, I need 100,000 Rand, I need 500,000 Rand, I need 1 billion Rand to go, have a business plan. And I'm talking about a well thought out business plan with chapters and sections and whatever. That's but a lot of people get stuck in that theoretical building of the business and don't do anything. The best thing is a little bit of action. And I'm not saying go into it the way I do, because sometimes I just get excited and I just go, wow, that's not great. That's not how you want to do it. But you want to have a one-pager. What do we do? How do we do it? Who are we selling to? Why should they buy from us? And let's go. And spend time on crystallizing your vision at night with your friends. Have a pizza party or whatever. But don't stop it from action. For me, action is really important. And then you build that business plan as you go through, because your business plan is actually sitting in your head. You need a business plan if you've got 5 people, because you can't communicate. You want it to be talking for you when you're not there. And I believe that you can't do that until you've lived the business, until you've had a couple of months, you've got some stuff going. So I'll tell you a story of a friend of mine. He owns camerastuff.co.za, and they went on holiday with us to a place in Botswana. We were in the swamps, and he owned a business called Corporate Laptop, and Brett was in the swamps, and one day he just said, I'm hating my life. I don't like customers. I don't like staff, and I'm in a dead end already. And I said, oh, that's a little bit radical. You're only 30. And he took this 10 days and did some thinking. He came back to Johannesburg, sold his business, and he took 3 months off to think about what he wanted to do. And he came back with the fact that he loved camera, he loved photography, and he was a techie. And the internet was just getting going. And he took another 3 months just thinking. He was working for his wife as her PA and whatever. And next thing, he had a website up. And he said his principles, his business plan, I'll never forget it. He wrote it in front of us. He said he's selling accessories except for cameras. So it's lights and switches and everything else, where he makes a minimum of 100% markup that he will drop ship to the customer so that he can always give their money back, so he never has to deal with customers. In his first month, he turned 1,200 Rand. In his second month, he turned 300 Rand. In April of lockdown, they did 2 million Rand.
Wow.
So it's, you know, and he didn't get into that he didn't MBA his business. He had a piece of paper, and it's a real threat that especially folk who are going through the MBA like me, who didn't come back with that thought of, you use this as appropriate in the context of where you're going. It shapes your thinking. That's what the MBA did for me. And then I would get very MBA-ish, and you want to MBA everything, when actually you need to use it to make powerful impacts on the business. And the learners, the students who can do that, who can see that in their business right from the beginning, will get a lifelong series of benefits from their MBA, rather than getting a certificate to hang on the wall. And that will make a difference between taking their business to just feeling the MBA was an expense to it's an asset that's grown with you.
Daniel, I mean, that's the quote of this interview, I think. Don't MBA your business. And you know, to have the insights from somebody who's done the MBA and went into it with very specific reasons and got very specific value out of it, but the experience that you've got of being an entrepreneur, regardless of having done an MBA, and being able to advise people of where they should put their focus in their business and what they should or shouldn't expect from an MBA, is absolutely priceless. So I really just appreciate